Hey everybody, this is your friend Daniel Hutchins. We're back again for another video. Yes, another video. We're going to revisit our friend Screen Rant. Yes, so after much debate here at channel Daniel Hutchins, we decided that we wanted to bring back more comic book universe. Yes, we wanted to bring back more comic book universe. Okay, we're going to go to our friend Screen Rant, and we are going to fill you guys in with more comic book universe. Okay, so you want to know more about the comic book universe? Well, you came to the right place, everyone. Okay, so, alrighty, everyone. Okay, so the Batwoman Joker had just revealed some advice to the Jared Leto Joker had gave him. Yes, the Batwoman actor, we know, Nick Cregan, who plays the new version of the Joker from the hit series Batwoman, has revealed some advice from a fellow friend and Joker actor, Jared Leto. This is from 2 hours ago, everyone. Okay, Batwoman actor Nick Cregan has revealed he has some helpful advice from her friend Joker to Jared Leto. Yep, so Cregan joined the cast of Batwoman Season 3 as the half brother of hero Ryan Wilder, who had a childhood encounter with the Joker. Yes, a childhood encounter with the Joker. Over the course of the series, we saw him become a new incarnation of the Joker, alongside some many reimagined Batman villains popping up all over the universe, and Gotham City, most particularly for Batwoman Season 3. Joker is Batman's arch enemy and is the most iconic supervillain in the world, or said is one of the most iconic supervillains in the world. Cregan is one of the many actors to take this role, follow in the footsteps of Cesar Romero, Cameron Mulligan, and as far as live action TV depictions go, though Mark Hamill has voice work for Batman animated series and cited also Nicholson's Joker in 1989, followed by that by Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix. Both had awarded some awards for their portrayals of the character. Jared Leto, on the other hand, has not received that same warm response as his portrayal as the Crown Prince of Crime. But that's okay, guys, because we still got to see a little cameo with him and the Justice League, the Zack Snyder one, again in the nightmare scene. Okay, and then he was also played the Joker. Leto has also played the Joker respectfully in the first Suicide Squad. Okay, so he actually, like I said, 2016 Suicide Squad, and has reprised his role in the Snyder Cut of the Justice League, where he came in for additional film scenes that were not part of the original cut, that was the theatric cut done by somebody else. Okay, so it appears Cregan did not appreciate, did, or I apologize. It appears Cregan did appreciate Leto Joker, as he has taken advice from him on portraying the Joker. Cregan did appreciate, did appreciate. Leto's Joker he took advice from. Now about portraying the villain. In interviews with THR, which is a news site we come stumble upon a lot, Cregan reveals he ran into Leto before filming an episode of Batwoman, and the actor has encouraged him to have fun. Yes, you have to have fun when you're playing the Joker, because that's what the number one thing about Joker is. You have to have fun. Yes. Yeah, said not be intimidated, to step in the role, and Joker, despite being a rich legacy played by a lot of famous folks, just like his other counterpart, has said something Leto has encouraged. He said these types of words. Again, we've met Jared Leto randomly before we shot episode 12. We're all mad here. He asked me how I was feeling about this, and as though he was waiting for me to say I was warned about the toll. I told him I was excited and having fun. He said, exactly, just try and go there, go as deep as you can, and have fun with it. Remember, it's the art. This isn't real life. Okay. And there's actually a photo of the late Jared Leto Joker seen from the Snyder Cut. I'm going to save the photo, for I might use it as a background later. Okay, so this is not the first time Cregan has referenced the Leto Joker. He previously revealed he dressed up as Leto's Joker from Suicide Squad for Halloween, although it's a different than other incarnations of the Joker. He said the Joker's sense of fashion was inspired by the Leto Joker. He drew the inspiration also from Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Since this version of Batwoman is not exactly the classic one we're used to, it's instead a character influenced by him by filling in the Joker void. His character drastically reimagined to likely to go over the better the audiences of the Leto controversy, since there's a lot of controversy around Leto. Now, Leto has advice on having fun with the highlights of being a strange sense of the actor's idea of fun. Again, the fun for him is just uncomfortable for his co stars. It's reported the actor attempt to stay with the character translates to inappropriate behavior, as send offs as condoms and dead animals to his co stars. He claimed that Leto tried to justify that, but it's not inappropriate but done as jokes. Yes, it's not inappropriate, it's a joke. Now, again, this behavior coupled with the poor reaction of his Joker means it's unlikely Leto would be returning to a character anytime soon. Although fans could probably charge in and probably demand him to come back. That can happen as well. However, the actor legacy does continue to live in with the rich tapestry of on-screen Joker. Now, the influence the current incarnation on the Batwoman, season 3. Okay, everyone. You want to know more about Jared Leto Joker? I'll let you know. So, he's really popular right now. Okay, Jared Leto. Jared Leto Joker. Was he and Ben Affleck Batman? Have they ever met face to face? We don't know. But this is what we're talking about. This is from about a year ago. Okay, so Jared Leto Joker has never officially been in a Ben Affleck Batman movie. Although Deathstroke, as a main antagonist, he could have been fit in as well. Okay, so the original idea for the Ben Affleck Batman movie was to have Deathstroke, but now we have what we have now. Again, the Jared Leto Joker appearing in the Zack Snyder Justice League has reignited interest to the original plan for the universe, including Ben Affleck's solo Batman movie, which would have happened, and the 4-hour Snyder Cut contains numerous introductions and teasers for now canceled or pulled off plug DC films. Now that we know Ben Affleck is set to star on a different project, and now his movies can take place as the Batman by Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, despite the Nightmare epilogue suggestion, however, there is no confirmation on where the Joker can be. We don't know. Based on what we know, the plans for Affleck's Batman movie, we know the movie main villain would have been Deathstroke, as he appeared in the meeting with Lex Luthor. Now we know it tells a dark personal story where we saw the Deathstroke pushing Bruce Wayne to the limits of targeting those close to him. However, Affleck had to pull the plug due to his health reason. Now Pattinson had to fill in and taken over the project. Again, this means there is no clear answer as what the final film was for those additional villains. We don't know. Again, Deathstroke was slated to be a villain of Affleck's canceled Batman movie, but there would have been opportunities to incorporate the Joker in a cameo as well. The draft story saw that Batman was visiting Arkham Asylum, the infamous home of Gotham City temporarily imprisoned villains. The trip to Arkham Asylum, though, would have been a perfect setup to visit the Joker, along with other Batman villains of the past. Now, DC Extended Universe story involves Batman wrestling his morality with sanity being tested. Now, the Joker could have been a perfect counterpart to show that the Bruce Wayne had feared becoming who he was. Now, we know the Nightmare scene ended up coming out later in the reshoot of the Justice League, But again, Jared Leto Joker appearing in the Arkham Asylum would have been a good line approach for the DC universe. Now, Warner Brothers clearly sets in with the Joker as the part of his universe, featuring a character both in the roles of Joker and small appearances in the Suicide Squad and the Snyder Cut. Though the small Joker scenes have been points of discussions for many theorists across the world. Now, hype has been going around with the Affleck Batman, and there still leaves to be a question whether the Joker would have played by Jared Leto or another actor if this were the case. Now, Leto's appearance in Suicide Squad was very divisive and frequently has criticized, but his second turn as the Joker in the Snyder Cut might have redeemed him. Now, the plans of DC movies going forward was with the Justice League and the Affleck's Batman saw the franchise as much closely knit to the interconnected universe of movie series, unlike our direct counterpart Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it would have made a lot of sense to consistently cast those across the titles, even though Zack Snyder was never directly involved with the Affleck Batman project. Though there are some attempts to make the movie consistent with his own vision for the DC universe, which could have probably included the Leto Joker. Ultimately, Leto was never officially attached to this project, so there really is no way of knowing whether he was eventually going to get involved with the Affleck Batman before we realized his health reasons, and then he had to step down. But again, you put into the complexity of how to bring Leto back after his backlash of the Suicide Squad and his redeem role in the Zack Snyder Justice League. Again, Affleck and Leto performances of their characters would also be able to see that Affleck is returning to the Flash movie. Now, it is a smaller role, though, but again, Affleck is getting tired of the role of Batman, though Leto might have not want to put the clown makeup again. We don't know. Again, that's what's going on with the Affleck and Leto. Now, if you guys want to know, that's what's going on. Okay, so I just figured I'd clear you guys up on the Affleck and Leto and what was going all down with that, because, like we said, the Batman movie is already in theaters. Okay, so, or at least in some areas, they have the Batman movie in theaters. Now, okay, so let's keep going. Yes, let's keep going. There's a lot of nice stuff here on the universe right now. Yes, there is a lot of good stuff on the universe. Okay, I'm trying to not repeat the same things we did in the other chat, so we're going to try to pull some good stuff. Okay. So you want to know more about the ultimate form of Human Torch. Yes, there is an ultimate form of Human Torch. And Marvel cannot change it. Yes, the Marvel cannot change it. Human Torch has just unlocked the ultimate form Human Torch. The ultimate form Human Torch will just flame on forever. And here is a good thing, and why Marvel should not fix it. 5 hours ago. So Marvel and the Human Torch of the Fantastic Four has changed forever. Marvel would be very wise to never change him back. Of all the members of the first family, Johnny Storm has arguably undergone the least amount of character development since his initial debut in 1961. Yes, remaining the team egotistical hothead, he starts rather and finishes them. Then he changed in the Fantastic Four number 34. When a Human Torch can no longer control his power, he is forever turned into a fiery pillar of tragedy. Marvel should just keep it that way. So Fantastic Four, along with other various heroes, are invited to Doctor Doom's wedding. The team is hopeful that Doom would have turned over a new leaf and turned to good, but Doom has even asked Reed Richards to be his best man, suggesting he is a setup, like all things are. Mr. Fantastic faults for his responsibility in the accident, which caused Doom his facial scars. The wedding all goes well, but then at a moment we saw the vows were exchanged, Doom's bride victorious amidst sleeping with Johnny Storm. before this wedding. Everyone is shocked except Namor, who just laughs hysterically. Okay, so the wedding dissolves into chaos where Doom attacks all the attendants and a massive battle broke out. While Doom eventually decides to allow the Fantastic Four to live, he punishes Johnny Storm by using a machine which will permanently activate his powers, turning him into a true Human Torch. Yes, a true Human Torch. Now, thanks to Doom, or rather, thanks to Johnny's old idiocy, the Human Torch will forever be red hot. Yes, he'll be red hot, so he can't eat food without burning it to stay crisp. He has to stay close to anyone who's proper shieldly or durable, just like Susan or Ben. And he cannot even cry, as his tears have instantly turned into steam. Yeah, it's freaking crazy. So now for 5 books now, Johnny Storm can't even walk around others without a protective suit. Now, despite Reed's best efforts, they keep on melting. Now, Johnny is seemingly incapable of learning his lesson, but due to his idiocy and because Doom had turned him into a permanent Human Torch, we already know that it's already kind of what the setup was going to be. Okay, so that's what's going on with the ultimate form of the Human Torch. Now, let me know your thoughts about that, the ultimate form of the Human Torch. I think it's pretty cool, but again, let me know. It's pretty nice to see that hopefully Marvel would not have him change back to his hothead self and just keep him as his fiery self. You know, keep him as the fiery form of Human Torch, not the human form. But again, Marvel kind of has the Crave decision and leave go. So again, that's what's been going on with him. Now we're gonna keep on trucking. We're gonna keep on trucking. Yeah, we're gonna keep on trucking. Yeah, we're gonna keep on trucking. Yeah, we're gonna keep on trucking. Woohoo! We're gonna keep on trucking. Okay. Okay, everybody. Okay, we're gonna keep on trucking. Woohoo! We're gonna keep on trucking. Okay, you want to know more about the Mandalorian? I can tell you more about the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian season 3 might include a actor from the Parks and Rec. Yeah, Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec, the show, Jim O'Hare, who played Jerry on the NBC hit show, is set in a mystery role. A mystery role. Yes, a mystery role. Now, Mandalorian season 3 might have cast this person. Okay, everybody, the Mandalorian season 3 cast might have included the Parks and Rec star Jim O'Hare. Now that the book of Boba Fett has wrapped up the first season, fans of the galaxy far, far away are starting to think that there's someone else in the horizon. Lucasfilm has also had multiple Star Wars shows in development from Disney Plus since the Disney Plus Investor Day. Now, there are returns that The Mandalorian is among the most anticipated. Jon Favreau, and again, his other friends in Star Wars series, have become a huge hit over the course of the last 2 seasons and exploration of Din Djarin and Grogu, otherwise known as Baby Yoda. Now, even though The Mandalorian Season 2 came out in the end of 2020, the release of Book of Boba Fett meant audiences would have to wait longer for the main show to return. Now, Boba Fett's spin-off provided some insight on Din and Grogu journey after Season 2 finale, but they were not really the focus. Now, The Mandalorian Season 3 is currently in production. The filming began in October of 2021. This is expected to near the end of production, though, as reports had suggested it could still release on Disney Plus by the end of the year. Yeah, so it can probably be here by around Christmas, guys. So fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. Mandalorian Season 3 might be here by Christmas. It might be here for Christmas, which will be good. But it's mostly a mystery, everyone. We don't know where the... There are many leaks, though, from Season 2. Okay. So, there's a related article that says why The Mandalorian Season 3 is taking so long to happen? Well, we just explained it. It was basically because you had to have the filler in between where you had to do the filler with the season 1 of Book of Boba. Again, that explains that, so we're not answering that related article because we just said it. So again, it now appears that the new Mandalorian season 3 cast member has been revealed. The former Parks and Rec star Jim O'Hare. He recently appeared as Alan Yang in Rob Lowe's podcast for Parks and Recreation. We saw the end of the episode where he is asked to work on what's extremely hesitant to reveal details beyond his filming outside somewhere in New Mexico. This has prompted his former co-star and co-host Rob Lowe to jump in the project on where he's working on. He said it's rhyming up to Star Wars, since The Mandalorian Season 3 is the only Star Wars project confirmed to be filming right now. Now, Parks and Rec star as part of that cast. It'll be pretty cool to see where he's going to play. Now, Jim O'Hare is The Mandalorian Season 3. Again, he is known to be somewhere in there. We don't know the character, though, but there are some familiar characters coming back to the season. We know Din Djarin, we know Grogu, of course, Moff Gideon, Bo-Katan Kryze, Greef Karga, and many have expected to see more of Cobb Vanth and Boba Fett and Fennec Shand. Now, Mandalorian Season 3 is also potentially using a Grand Admiral Thrawn, which could also bring back other known characters we saw from the Mandalorian verse as well. Now, again, although it isn't confirmed that Jim O'Hare is in Mandalorian Season 3, it's not too surprising to see him in a mystery role in the show. Jon Favreau has shown a tendency to cast comedic actors for supporting roles to keep the tone very light. Because, like we said, it's mostly just for, most of the time, it's for PG-13 audiences. Now, Taika Waititi as IG-11, Bill Burr as Mayfield, Horatio Sanz as Mithril, Paul Sun-Hyung Lee as Carson Teva, Jim O'Hare could be a late comedic actor to join The Mandalorian, to bring some of his Jerry energy to Season 3. Okay, so let me know your thoughts about that with The Mandalorian Season 3 and how it might include Jim O'Hare from Parks and Rec. If you saw Parks and Rec, comment that below, but if you haven't, that's fine, because again, I just wanted to figure you guys might know what Parks and Rec was. So if you guys know what it was and how I just explained to you guys now that he might be included in Mando Season 3, you got some good news, guys, about that. You got some great news about that, guys. So the time check right now is 23 minutes. Okay, I'm going to check my message and see what's on with my friend Chris. My friend Chris is doing okay. I just figured I'd send him back with a thumb. A thumbs up, y'all. Thumbs up. So again, we are going to go back to our friend Screen Rant. And we are going to talk about one more thing. Yes, one more thing. Now, Screen Rant Exclusives has the best stuff, like we've said before in the prior videos. Okay. You want to know what's going else in the universe? I'll tell you what else is going on in the universe. So you don't have to worry, guys. You don't have to worry. Okay, so you want to know more about Captain Marvel? Well, I'll tell you more about Captain Marvel. Brie Larson, Captain Marvel powers have teased a repeat of an Endgame problem. Yes, you saw her from Endgame. That was the last time we saw Captain Marvel, though she basically tried to pull the gauntlet away from Thanos. Now we know Marvel will feature a stronger Carol Danvers, risking not only repeating one of the most crucial Avengers Endgame problems, and it makes it worse. Yes, it makes it worse. 9 hours ago. Captain Marvel is going to get stronger in the Marvels, including Brie Larson, but this could also repeat a famous mistake from the Endgame movie. But the storytelling. Production is done by Nia DaCosta and is officially wrapped up. Marvel Studios is keeping the plot under wraps, but luckily Larson cannot speak about the plot specifics on the film. She offered details of what to expect of the sequel. Aside from being a sequel to the first Captain Marvel, we know the Marvels will basically introduce also Monica Rambeau, her best friend, and the fangirl Kamala Khan, the Miss Marvel. Now, again, we know Carol Danvers and her two other proteges the trio will together have a brand new mission. Albeit the details are still unclear. The dynamic trio, I just made it up. Dynamic trio. The dynamic trio among their movie characters will be the forefront of the film. There will be a specific interest in the relationship between Carol and her friend Monica, though this has been a fallen out in terms of individuals. Now, again, Larson has recently revealed these fans can expect a stronger, more powerful Captain Marvel. That we've seen from Endgame. Again, this sounds like a great thing, sort of, but it also has terms of chances of defeating the Marvel villain. Now, again, the term of storytelling could pose some problems, guys. Could pose some problems. Same with we saw from Endgame. This had where Carol's existence in the Marvel Cinematic Universe was established. Her next appearance from the 2019 Russo brothers blockbuster. However, this was where she was in the beginning and the end. The filmmakers needed to find an excuse for taking her out of the narrative because she was so powerful. So she could essentially be used as a lazy way to resolve the Avengers. The character gets stronger, but the problem is rising moving forward. It doesn't have to be another Avengers. It can be another sequel. So therefore, with the sequel, the Marvels themselves being a greater risk with dealing with the same problem from Endgame. Okay, everyone. So considering this fact, the Marvels itself is an ensemble film of its own, with three girls. Yeah, three girls. Now, the dynamic trio. I call it the dynamic trio. We have Carol, we have Monica, and we have Miss Marvel. Yeah, there's really no need to significantly increase her power because we already know she has power over humanity. She's basically like a god, in terms of power and stuff. So again, we know Captain Marvel has spent her life off world with the Skrulls. It was only after Thanos that she actually attacked and she returned to Earth to help the Avengers. It's unsure if Captain Marvel has reached out to people on Earth to venture off on her galactic adventures. This could be why Monica was harboring such a secret grudge on her, as revealed in WandaVision. We saw that one of the Rambos has died with cancer 5 years after the Mad Titan snap. Okay, in terms of the Carol story, it makes sense that she is growing stronger as her adventures have allowed her to hone her powers. Now, it shouldn't be a forefront of her arc, though, at least with the Marvels, because you have Monica and Miss Marvel. Now, Marvel Studios needs to find a way to balance it out by having equal screen time for all three of the girls, the dynamic trio, and hopefully they'll keep her very powerful. Normally, it's helpful for a capable hero like herself, as seen from the battle with Thanos from Endgame. Sometimes it poses some certain problems with storytelling issues. Okay, everybody. So this is another wrap of another video. Again, let me know your thoughts. I'll probably do another one in a little bit, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys in the next one. Bye.